Hi, Julie Torrens here. Well, I have not worked on the spooky journal since we were together, but it's time to sew this puppy up. So I'm just going to check that my pages are in line, like from top to bottom where I want them to be, and of course in the center. And I'm pulling things out of the pocket because I don't want to stitch them by accident. So this is all gonna be fine. I know I've got something in this pocket. Yeah, if I remember, we're gonna be putting some tabs, and that's gonna help a lot with that. Okay. Okay, so I don't have like little doilies or anything like that. The only thing I have is that little bit of lace. And when we put this in the middle, it seems to be fine. And make sure I've got my cover. The way I can tell the front is there's this fake, well, it's printed on there, a piece of tape. So let's find my middle. And again, get everything together and tight. That's good. I've got my clips. Boy, I see people do this so fast. And I mean, it's not that I want to be so fast, but I just feel like I'd settle for just decent. Well, there's a pocket there. Well, yeah, I was going to say I didn't take it out. It probably wouldn't get sewn in, but the clip might put a mark on it. So let's just not do that. One thing I've learned on this journal is that I like the cover a little bit more generous in size than what's inside. This 1/4 of an inch bigger just doesn't do it for me. Aesthetically, I like just a little bit more of a margin around the piece. All right, this doesn't look nice and straight. So let's just, I'm going to go again. As I say, people do this really fast and they don't have a bit of issue. But I guess it's because I'm still new. This is like maybe my 4th journal that I've ever done. So I guess I should give myself a bit of a break, huh? Say yes. Oh, thank you. All right, this looks a lot better to me. I'm a lot happier with this. It was just starting to be like a fan. Why? I don't know. I'm sure there's a little hint that I don't know yet, but I'll learn. Okay, so I got my little sewing kit from Amazon. It was around $14 or $15. It had several skeins of this waxed thread, which is great for sewing. It came with needles, but they're all these rounded needles, which I'm sure are fabulous, but I went ahead and bought some big old darning needles just because I find a straight needle for me is a little easier. I've been nursing a bad back, and if I seem to be kind of lost at times, it's because I'm trying to put things where I can reach them easily. All right, I'm gonna just head straight for the middle. Good. And now I want to do, I'm going to do an inch from the cover, not necessarily from the book, but I know that I'm catching everything because again, I don't have like a small doily or something like that in here. So again, about an inch from the cover. There we go. Okay. So next, I like to use 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times the width of the book. That might be a bit of an overkill, but it's one of those situations right now. I would rather err on the too much than the not enough. All right, I set my needle somewhere, yes. I'm trying not to jostle my book too much because right now the holes theoretically are all lined up. All right. And here we go. If you want the bow or the knot to be on the inside, then you start on the inside. So, and this is just a 3-hole pamphlet. And here we go. And I'm just going to hold that tail, bring it up here. Very good. So I went out here, in there. Now I'm going to just shift that tail and I'm going to go, I went all the way across to here. And there's different configurations. They all seem to work fine. This is just the one that I learned first, so it's in my mind. Now I'm going in the middle and I'm pulling that tail because I don't want to split any of these threads. There we go. You know, if it's a tug for you to get through and it wasn't a tug before, chances are it's because you are working on splitting those threads and you don't want to do that. All right, let's put the needles away. Let's put the awl away. And let's tie this up. One thing I like about this waxed thread is that when you tighten it, it kind of grips instead of just slipping and sliding a lot. But I like to check the back and make sure those, see how loose that is? So it definitely needs tightening up. Now I'm going to check the back again. It's fine. Okay. You want it good and snug, but you don't want to ruin your book by, you know, just running the thread, ripping clear through, because that would be a disaster. Okay. Now that's a once. I'm going to do it a twice. And then I'm going to just give it a small bow, and then we can decide later if we want to do something special. I am going to cut this extra long tail off. And now we can take our clips off. Yay! When you sew it, it just feels so much more done, doesn't it? But I realized I do more. I'm sorry for the reach. I do more work before I sew it than a lot of people do. Now it feels tight, and it should feel tight, but what I like to do now is go through and just kind of page it all through, and it'll kind of loosen it up. Okay, and there's our middle. Also, anything that suffered because of sewing, I can rescue probably. I'm going to put just a dab of Fabri-Tac right there. I can see dry Fabri-Tac there. It probably never had the opportunity to grab. Like I never pressed the lace into the glue. You really kind of have to do that. That's why I like to use this this little silicone pusher, and it's some type of a makeup applicator, and I got it from Dollar Tree, so nothing fancy, but the glue rolls off of it really well, and if you've got nail polish on, you're not taking it off. Okay, keep going. I'm going to be careful not to press into that. We don't need to stick the pages together. Okay. All right, that's good. I decided on this back page that besides decorating, I want to add another pocket. So I found in my blanks, and this is another junk mail envelope, but it's the other side. You know, like this side had the window. This was the other side that I cut off. So I just put a piece of music note paper, and then I thought we could decorate that up, and then that'll give this lace a little chance to dry. It doesn't take long, but we don't need to be goofing with it right this minute. Okay, so let's roll up your sleeves and let's get decorating. I believe I have everything in this kit that needs to be, and we're done with that. Okay, so I cut out a little bit more of the Joey card maker stuff. Something caught my eye here. Oh, I see. It's the card that goes inside. I thought, why is the cover up here? Okay, so I've got these bits and pieces that I was thinking maybe we could use on this envelope. I kind of would, I'm kind of liking the black and white instead of the orange at this point. Okay, I like that. We can ink that up and maybe a little something behind it. Let's see. Let's pull out, hello. Let's pull out some of this lace scraps. It has lace, like pretend lace, printed on there, but I've got a little smidgen of this. Maybe we could lift this up a little bit and then have a little of this. Yeah, three loops will do her. I think this will be pretty, don't you? Okay, wow, that shed a lot when I when I cut it. I hope the whole thing doesn't just unravel. Let's go ahead and glue that down and give it a little chance to dry while I work some more on the envelope itself. Does that sound like a plan? And I'm bringing it up a little bit, just a little bit above that lace that was there. That's plenty. Okay. I am a little more meticulous about getting that lid on because it will bubble up and out for me. I've heard all kinds of different ways that you can avoid that, but most of them I would have need to do it before I ever opened it. It has to do with the inside. There's like an inside lining, and I tore it all the way off like you would ketchup and mustard, but I guess that's the wrong thing to do. So anyway, next time I'll get it right. We hope. Okay, I want to get some ink on this. So I'm going for my Tim Holtz colors. And let's do some ground espresso. Get these edges. So how are you? You've heard about my nagging back and my owies and wawas and all that. So what's going on with you? I hope you're well. I hope you're doing good. We got some sunshine. First time in a few days. We had 24 hours straight of rain, and all the places that they normally tell you to avoid because of flooding, typical places, we all have those little spots. Well, no, we didn't hear anything about that because it was so dry. Okay, quit talking and work. Work, Julie. Okay. See, I like that. I think that's fun. We need to do something over here. What does my friend Tina, see, that's kind of like a framed picture. I think these are the littler. I think these are the bigger. Yeah. So let's go with the bigger. And she's got some similar frames like this lady. Too much competition. Let's see. There's some flowers. There's a plain frame. We'd be cutting off that guy. We'd have to. No, I don't like that idea. There's got to be something in here. There's these little flowers. So see, I like that. Let's get another flower. And maybe one of Tina's famous bows. Purple. Yeah. I like that. All right, we're going to do that. Tiny little work, huh? But let's get that on. I'm going to just move this out of the way. That little bit of, I'm gonna put some ink on these. I'm just going to give them a pounce. The Fabri-Tac is still a little tacky, so I'm just being careful, trying to. Chasing them all around. Like I'm trying to kill beetle bugs. Okay. That did it. That helped. So, yeah, it was a week ago that I did this to my back. And what makes me sad about it is I was doing something that, number one, I love to do, and that was rake leaves. And I wasn't going at it like, I got to get this yard cleaned up. No, I just was taking my time. My grandson had his little baby rake, and as I was raking, he was tossing. And then I made he had never seen in his memory a pile of leaves before. So he wanted to run in them. He wanted to jump in that, and it was great. But, you know, there was standing and visiting and all that. It wasn't just me tearing the yard apart. So, but yeah, by the end of that day, ooh, I was feeling it. And at that point, I wasn't sure what was going on. And by the next day, oh, so I feel like I'm getting over it. Let's see, I want the ground espresso again. I feel like I'm getting over it. Sitting is one of the hardest things, but the chair I'm in has been the best chair that I've been sitting in it to eat my meals. But like, I watched church online today, and that's an hour, and I was up and around a couple, 3 times in that hour just so that I wasn't sitting straight through, to give my back a rest. Okay, now I want something here. Maybe one of my flowers, and put it on there before we put. I'm just looking. I've got these purple ones, and I put that purple bow, and when it kind of red gray, you know, the color that showed up when I printed it, and which is fine, but I think it's good for this especially. Uh-oh. All right, here I go. Ugh. I'm reaching for my leaves. Okay. I think that leaf will go good. Let's get these on. This does have just a little bit of white showing on the edges. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's good. Same with the leaf, although the leaf I can give it a little extra there. See if I can, it's fine. All right, let's get some glue stick. Oh, wrong order, huh? Well, let's just hurry up and see if we can peel up a bit of this. We can. Always a fix. There we go. Okay. Now, I think that looks fine. Still could use a little something up there. We'll think about it, but let's glue this down. I think glue stick will be fine because that lace is definitely on. It's not going to go anywhere. Ooh, but the glue stick doesn't like running over that. Well, we'll just be very careful. Okay. Alrighty. I got my cards here. Okay, that's looking good. What do you think? But right up here, right up there, I wonder, did I bring, I'm looking, did I bring those words? I might not have, I might have. Yes, I did. Boy, don't doubt yourself so much, Julie. We've got some words. Here, this one says help. And I think that's just the right size. Good. Good, good. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to tear and make it smaller. Get some ink on it. There. That did it. And some glue. And a little help sign right there. Okay. It looks good. This is awfully white in here. I normally say embrace the white, but it looks out of place here. So I'm just going to sponge it up a bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now, we should be able to touch the book. I like that there very much. What can we do up here? Let's see. We're going to be covering it. This is Victorian. I wouldn't exactly call it. Well, we can grunge it up. Why not? This is a last bit of a snippet. It's got one of those frames that I like. Well, let's get the whole picture here. Yeah. We'll put that there. And then we can go ahead and glue this on. But I was thinking in case something wants to go under. Okay. I am thinking too far ahead. Ink. I'm going back into the ground espresso. Oh, I may have gone into black. No, I don't think so. No, I didn't. I'm just going around the edge. And now I'm going to give just a little stomp on all of it. Dull it down. Okay. Glue stick. And I did this on tracing paper. So glue stick works good for me compared to tissue paper. I mean, it kind of gives me the vibe of tissue paper, but not the fragility. All right. I like that. I can see the boot is lifting just a little. So let's get some art glitter glue. Just did that. Press that down. Good. Okay, that's nice. Ooh, this goes in my kit. Let's not lose that. Okay. Getting a lot of stuff out here, folks. All right, now, something over here. I was thinking about one of these pictures from Joey Card Maker. Now, I know the pocket is going to be a little bit large for it. Do you see the pocket? How do I do these things? And my desk isn't really that bad, considering... Oh, here's the pocket. I don't know. It's not the right vibe. I think we need to stick with kind of what we've got going and not introduce something just like totally new. How about a piece of doily. I have a darker color. This color might be more appropriate. Let's take some of this. Can wrap it right around. It's a little wrinkly, we don't care. And see, then the pocket, it doesn't need to be that big. The pocket's just gonna obliterate it. Okay, let's get some art glitter glue on this. Okay, it's trying to flatten it out a bit. So this week I have been doing stretches, being careful. I did get my laundry done. You know, that getting my laundry done was the very next day. This happened on Monday. Tuesday, I was really feeling it, but I went ahead and got my laundry done, which is hauling my laundry basket up and down the stairs. But yeah, I felt it, and I went slow, but I felt pretty okay. But then Wednesday, man, I was falling apart. So I missed work all week, which makes me sad. But I wouldn't have been any good to anybody. Nope. And I have an hour drive. I don't know if I could sit in the car for an hour. I really don't. Let's get the little bits down that want to stick up. This I think I'm just going to tear off. Yeah. It's kind of twisted and in a mess. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. And then maybe just maybe digging into the fall flowers. Or maybe one of these dark butterflies. Yeah, what about that? Like this. I think that looks good. And we can add a flower and a leaf. Let's do that. All right, where is our pocket? I think that's fine. Okay. Let's start with the flower. This is from my fall collection, the flowers that I'm using in my hand right now. And the leaf, the butterfly is from Shabby Dabby Doodah from Tina. Tina went through a rough patch. I honestly am not sure where she's at with all that right now, but when it was first coming to the surface, and you know, she gave a lengthy explanation of just what was going on, and she was going to be absent from her channel for a little while. So we all, you know, many of us that are followers just ran like to her Etsy and picked up some digitals and things like that. So that's why it was when I just got my printer, and so I had no digitals. So I picked out several that I thought I could fussy cut and use. And yeah, she's the one that helped me through her digitals. She helped me get the Bugs and Butterfly journal off the ground. I like this. This flower is a little stark compared to the other, so I'm just giving it a little darkening. And let's get this pocket on. Pocket is like multiple layers, 2 layers of a pocket, and then a layer of music note paper, and then a layer of everything else. So I am going to use my art glitter glue instead of glue stick. Okay. I like this back page. I wasn't sure if I was going to put a pocket on the back page, but as I was kind of doing some inventory of the things that I had to add in and on. Okay, why is that? Okay, the back of the envelope is sticking. There's just a little bit of space, and so it looks to me like it's coming up, but it's not. All right, now pocket filling. Maybe add some lace on a few pages. Let's see. First thing I want to do, this is one that goes into the window. This is the other one that goes into the window. This one keeps wanting to catch. I'm going to make it just a little bit skinnier. And I'm going to re-ink. Good. Okay. Now, this side has a little bit of a bend. Again, I think because it just wasn't quite fitting. So let's cut that bend off. Ground espresso. And let's re-ink this side. Okay, because I think this is a nice little journaling card. So what I have, and this one goes in here. Yeah, look, how much better. So I have some tabs that is from another digital kit that's for a journal that I'm going to be making in the future. But, and again, it's that steampunk, but I think that it works fine for what we've got going on. So I am just going to put a tab on this and make it easier to get open. Or easier to pull out. Let's put this in the front. We want it to stick up a bit though, for heaven's sakes. Can you even see what I'm doing? Okay, that looks straight. Okay, now that should stick up. Now, there. Okay, well done. That looks good. Yep, that feels nice. Okay, so there's a tab for that one. Now the other one is here, and that's this one. And let's get a tab on it. I brought several tabs, and I'm just grabbing the first two that were there. I don't know why I thought I needed such a selection, but it's okay. Alrighty. Get it straight. Okay. Okay. This one has a map on the back. Map indexing on the back. Ta-da! Okay, I like those little tabs sticking out. Now, let's fill some pockets. We've got this one. Oh, there was something. Well, you'll just have to trust me. This hole just struck me as a bit big. So I got, and I can see them, but I'm not even going to try to go for them. I have some hole reinforcers that I will put in before this journal heads off. I'm not sure that's what I want on there anyway. Now I've got these, and what I was thinking of is gluing them back to back. They had pictures, but I was just thinking about gluing them back to back and then like putting that in this pocket. What do you think of that idea? Now, I know that I don't want it to stick. I think it'll be fine. I know that it'll curl right now because this is just plain old printer paper, but I know it will uncurl when it dries. And if I need to just stick a weight, I can do that. Okay. Maybe I should, yeah, that's the bottom. And if it needs a little trimming, no big deal. We can trim it up. All right. What very little white is wanting to show, I can go ahead and just ink up, but let's let it dry. Okay. Yeah, see that's fine. When that dries, it'll even be a little more substantial. All right. So I've got one of those. Here's another. And I'm mixing them up. I'm not putting the same one. All right. Again, this is from Joey Cardmaker, and it was free on Ko-fi. It's K-O-F-I. It's K-O with a hyphen F-I. Just Google that, or whatever you use as your search engine. Make sure this is the bottom. Yes. And then just put in on Ko-fi, just put in Joey Cardmaker. He comes right up. And he's got a lot of free digitals. They're all in conjunction with some of the kits that he has. But, you know, what a good way to try it, right? For free? Why not? I thought it was great. I learned about it from Eddie Makes Art. All right, let's do one more. I've got this one, now bottom, and this one. Now these two both have more of a vignette kind of a style, so I thought they would look nice together. Isn't this exciting to get this far done? I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put a closure. It doesn't need one at this point, and it's not the kind of journal that I would, you know, expect someone to like be writing on or writing in for weeks and months. I'm just picturing, like I said, someone who's maybe got trick-or-treaters or having a Halloween party and can just put some memories in it for Halloween of 2023. It's kind of what was on my mind. All right, now Let's see about one of these in here. And then this guy, again from Joey Card Maker. All right, now this has that with the tab. Here's a writing space that's just glued on, which I think is great. We have a pocket here. Now I had some more. Let's see. Well, I could put one of these in. Why not? Now, when they're dry, I'm going to go back in and just give them a coating of ink. But you've seen me do that 1,000 times, so we don't need to do that. And here's our middle. Here's a little pocket. Now, let's see. I have these postcards that are on cardstock. Well, they're just like photos. We can put a couple in here. Okay, that's nice. Just decorated. We've got her in her pocket with her tab, writing space, and now we just need, now I think the ones I just did are going to be too big. Yes. Well, is it? No. Okay, well that's a thin one. Here's one that I doubled up. There we go. Well, I don't know what I was thinking. And we can add postcard. Oh, there's a spider on my desk, and it just surprised me so. There. Sorry. What else, huh? Okay. Well, I think we've done good. I think we've done very good. I'm excited for what we got done. I think it's looking grand. I think I'm going to just clip it shut. And I am going to work on the cover. And the next time we get together, I'll show you what I did for the cover. And then this is going in the mail. Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much. Sorry for the reach. Thank you so much for joining me today with my spider antics and all. Please consider, if you like this video, giving it a thumbs up. It helps my channel so much. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. There's been so many that have been watching but not subscribed yet, so today is a great day. It helps me a lot. Share it with your friends. I'll see you in another video. Bye now.